but I have not seen something like this. And I don't know what happened after that. It was like I was not moving. I was being carried with the crowd. People are crazy. It's almost like they need to get it somehow. I just went with everything. I just couldn't process it. I don't know what really happened. This is my first time ever to Jharkhand, and the plan is a much awaited darshan as the Baidyanath Jyotirlinga. This is my 7th Jyotirling. Do check out the previous episodes to see the earlier ones. Where is the house actually? This place is
I am from Bharat. As she is planning to go to Deoghar, very soon she is going to join Basukinath and Vaidyanath. The devotees who all are there want to offer prayers and their wishes. So in the same way, jab we met for R.R. Mahadev.
I met Shweta while waiting for the connecting flight at Kolkata. When she heard I was heading to the Deoghar Jyotirling for the first time, she offered to share her contacts of temple praise. I hadn't planned this trip well, so her help was a true blessing. Or call it a chance encounter or a divine design. I'd like to think latter. That's a turbo propeller. Quite a few Indigo has bought actually. Second one in the last few months. First one was when I went to Deoghar. I'm facing the window, that's why there's a lot of light on my face. But there's nothing great about the view here. Things really have a way of working out. I'm just so thankful that I got to meet the lady at the airport, and she gave me the number of a Pandit at Basukinath temple. And through him, I got the number of a Pandit at Vaidyanath temple. I had a chat with him. He asked me to take an electric rickshaw and come to the east gate. Hopefully I'll get a good darshan. That's the hope. I've not had food so far. I think I'm okay. It's just 1:30, but I traveled through the night. There is a little bit of fatigue, but holding strong so far. All set. It's a Monday. He suggested that I come, take it a little slow, because when I spoke to him, it was 12:30 in the afternoon. He said it's very, very crowded at this point in time. It's an hour past that now. I'm going to step out and hope for the best. I'm supposed to go to the east gate. Got into a cycle rickshaw. He's charging me $50. I'm walking the streets now. It's really, really crowded, and the smell of peda is like, oh wow. This is the scene as I enter the east gate. It's chock-a-block. Can't budge, can't move. This is the VIP line. And the Pandit did warn that it's going to take an hour and a half. Baidyanath Dham is where Lord Shiva is worshipped as the Lord of the Physicians. It is believed he once healed Ravana after the demon king offered his 10 heads as a fierce act of penance. Shiva restored him head by head and came to be known as Vaidya, the divine healer. The temple hence draws those going through not only physical pain but also grief, uncertainty, or deep life transitions. This is the place to come if one is looking for a deep spiritual cleanse. And there, the Gopuram slowly become visible. These majestic gateway towers house Lord Shiva, his consort Shakti, and various other deities. A unique feature of this temple are these long red threads symbolizing the harmonious union of Shiva and Shakti, and are tied between their temple towers by mostly married devotees. High above it all, instead of the Trishul, a majestic Panjashul pierces the sky. They represent the 5 elements of creation and are believed to radiate divine energy. So there are numbers like this which will help you give the direction to the Pandit as to where you are. Mine asked me to meet him at 35. Not meet him, let him know when I reach 35. The Pandit's helper came and gave this. And we are now at number 2. The legend of Baidyanath temple revolves around Ravana. Desiring immense power, he worships Lord Shiva and seeks to bring the Jyotirlinga to Lanka. Pleased with his devotion, Shiva grants his wish with a condition. Ravana must carry the Jyotirlinga without settling it down until he reaches Lanka. On his journey, however, Lord Vishnu, fearing Ravana's unchecked power, stays watch. When Ravana feels the need to relieve himself, Lord Vishnu appears as a Brahmin boy and convinces him into handing over the Jyotirlinga. The boy in turn places the Jyotirlinga down at the spot where Baidyanath temple now stands. Despite Ravana's immense efforts, he fails to lift it again when he gets back. Thus, the Jyotirlinga became immovably established at Deoghar, giving immense strength to all those who seek it. You saw the crowds. Darshan came with its share of push and pull. Yet in that chaos, I found myself soaking in his divinity and somehow made it out in one piece. Outside the gate, I had the water and everything from that shop over there. That's a peda shop, and I got some peda as well. They allowed me to rest a little bit, and I kept my slippers also there. So the deal was I would buy some peda from there. So that's right next to the east gate. I'm not sure of the direction, but I'm blindly walking. I think I'm headed the right way. I'm looking for the clock tower junction. I walked a bit and I can finally see the clock tower. I met Ronak just now, and thanks to her I had some very good food now. What is it I had?
Hadwa golgappa.
Okay.
Or you can say dahi fuchka.
Okay. Thank you. You're from here, right? I mean,
Yes.
Very, very exhausted. It took, I think, around 3 hours or so. I decided not to go back for the evening aarti. I realized I may not be able to handle it because I had a night flight. What really took the air out of me was the crowd, and along with that, the fasting through the day without water. Once we got to the Garbhagriha, the Pandit was ready, standing for me, and there was a helper. They said they'll take care of my bag. They took the bag from me, and I don't know what happened after that. It was like I was not moving. I was being carried with the crowd. Even inside the Garbhagriha, it was a mad rush inside. They need to touch Baba. They need to see him. They need to experience him. They had to literally save me from there and take me out because I just couldn't manage the push and the pull. It was brutal. It was brutal actually. But at the end of the day, I'm just so thankful that I got to just experience what I did. The desire for people to get close to Baba. Very different experience, but I'm glad I did it. And that was Vaidyanath, where devotion meets divine healing. I have more such experiences to share. Do subscribe and tune in for the next episodes.